For me, if you ask me, that's where she should have been. She should have been at the first place. Do you understand? Represent where the root of your father. Your home, it is where your father come from. Regardless of what, guys, but you might not agree with me, but look, where your father come from, that's where your root is. I'm not saying where your mother come from, it's not important, it's important. But you should represent your father's land. Your father's land is very important. Where your father come from, that's where you come from. Guys,
the organizers of this thing won't give this thing to you. I understand that they are trying to compensate you and they are trying to show that, oh, Nigerians, oh yes, we got ourselves. But to be very honest, I don't think you should come to Nigeria to do this your pageantry, because you are trying to spoil other people's chances that have been living in Nigeria, the patriotic Nigerians. Now, you don't even sound as if, why a Nigerian won't go do Miss South African? No, now I'm like taking our sentiments. I don't like what South Africans did to her. Yes, fine and good. But why would a Nigerian go to compete for Miss South Africa? You understand? I mean, I don't know how the modeling thing works, so maybe not so did it work. But imagine a Miss South African being a Nigerian.
We should not come here and say we need people who can represent us, who understand our culture, who understand where we come from, who can speak even our own language. Who is she going to represent, guys?
Universe for Nigeria. But where have you been all this while? So if South Africa did not reject you, you won't have remembered that you are a Nigerian, Abi. You are only coming to compete for Nigeria now. You are only coming to Nigeria now just because you have been rejected by South Africa. Now you know, say that Nigeria you be, Abi. What about a lot of Nigerian ladies that have actually stood their ground, maintained steeze in this country in order for them to get to the top in that competition? Now their dreams are going to be jeopardized just because of pity, just because one lady was rejected by South Africa and then she was given the opportunity to come and compete for Nigeria. Can somebody from Lagos State go and compete for governorship in Kano State? Or can somebody from Abia State compete for, governorship in Lagos State? We all saw what happened during the last election. Somebody that is actually a Lagosian, but because his mother is not from Lagos, they refused to vote that person in as the governor of Lagos, and they kept on saying that they cannot allow somebody else from another background to come to their land and come and compete and win. They don't want a stranger in their land to rule them as a governor. So what exactly are we saying about this Chidimma situation? If South Africans are saying, okay, we want somebody that actually understands us, we want somebody from our place to actually be the one to represent us, we don't have any right to fault them for that.
So I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of posts from other countries talking about Nigerians, saying negative things about Nigerians, especially South Africans. Well, everybody is entitled to their opinion, and their opinion does not change who we are as Nigerians. And this is all I have to say. You can think whatever you want to think about Nigerians, but...
And I say this with great excitement because I have decided to participate in the Miss Universe Nigeria 2024 beauty pageant. Now, I understand the expectations and responsibilities that come with this title, and I am so excited to embark on this journey. And I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to participating in Africa's most prestigious beauty pageant, Miss Universe Nigeria.
Well, now there's an issue coming from Nigeria now. Understand? The issue is that, okay, they don't reject you for South Africa now.
We don't accept
you don't come back to Nigeria. They collect our own beauty pageant. Like waiting very...
They are still interested in Chidimma Vanessa. Their eyes are on her. You have choose your white Miss South Africa. White woman that cannot talk, that cannot speak. They ask her questions. She will be smiling like mumu where they touch her for breast. No, mumu where they touch her for... Yeah, that's how she'll be smiling.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga priest from South Africa. This saga of Chidimma, it will never end, guys. It is starting to get, I can guarantee you, I've seen a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of things online. If you think that it's about to die, it's not about to die anytime soon. This matter, it's keep on going on and on and on and on and on. I can guarantee you this matter, it's not about to die at any time. So they say grab your popcorn and enjoy this. So guys, I don't want to take much time. I'm just gonna go straight to what are the street in Nigeria, what they've been saying. What are the people, how people feels? I know a lot of us South African, we've been called xenophobic. They've labeled our country xenophobic. I've seen even a lot of people, even people in the US coming to this matter. But you know, I know it's just a very small, there's like 2 or 3 people coming from that side, trying to tarnish the name of South Africa, trying to slander South Africa. But what they don't understand is that we're fighting for our own country. If you don't fight for your country, I don't know what you want to do with your life. But we as South African, we cannot let our country to be slandered like that, and we say nothing and we do nothing. There's so much things that are happening in this our country. We're struggling with people selling drugs in our country. We're struggling with our women getting abused, our women getting killed. We're struggling with so many things that are happening in this country. Our women are being robbed their monies, their pension money. There's so many things that are going on in this country. We cannot sit here and do nothing, you know, as we pretend it's like it's business as usual. It's not as business as usual. We as South Africans, we're going to come to this to defend our country and fight for our country, because I don't have another home. This is the only home that I know. Should anything happen to this country, I don't have a home that I'm going to run to. This is the only home that I know. So for those who are calling us names, call us names, whatever you want us to call us. But you know what? I'll take whatever you call me and wear it and go out in the street and smile and take a bath. I know a lot of them, they don't even look like they take. I've seen another American guy. He doesn't look like he take a bath. Guys, I'm not going to put here. Maybe one day. But you know what? The way he talks about South Africans. But anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't want to speak too much, guys, but I need us to get into this. I know you've been calling us xenophobic. I don't know what you call now, because it seems like when things have been flipped around, these Nigerians, the same Nigerians, they seem to have a different thoughts and defend themselves differently compared to what they've been saying to us. Look, if there's a country that has been attacked, it's South Africa. South Africa has been attacked. Guys, there's so many things that are happening in this country. We've got so many people coming to our country, having army camp in behind our backyard. As we speak where I am, I'm sure, not far away, there's a army camp that we don't know. Even the government does not know. There's something. Every day we're getting these things every day. We cannot let our country get attacked. We cannot. We need to defend. And it starts here. We got to defend our country. If there's going to be those people who are responsible to take off this country, they're not taking it. We are not going to keep quiet, guys. Guys, let me jump into these videos. I just want to show you what are the Nigerians saying in the street. They're singing a different tune now, because now I know they did not expect this to turn up to be the way it is now, because now the script has been flipped. Do you understand? Now they're not happy that Chidimma now she's taking part of the Miss Universe Nigeria. Do you understand? For me, if you ask me, that's where she should have been. She should have been at the first place. Do you understand? Represent where the root of your father. Your home, it is where your father come from, regardless of what, guys. But you might not agree with me, but look, where your father come from, that's where your root is. I'm not saying where your mother come from, it's not important, it's important. But you should represent your father's land. Your father's land is very important. Where your father come from, that's where you come from. Guys, let me play you what's been happening in the street. Let me not take too long. Let's play this guy. Let me take my headphones. Guys, I want, because this video is going to be long, so I want to do it as quick as possible.
When I know say all this sentimental game, me I know they like play you understand? Me I'll just talk about CP. I don't even get that time. Now, Chidimma, I understand what you went through in the house of South Africans, and now they don't package you now. You won't come compete for Miss Nigeria, and guess what? You won't come represent Nigeria, and guess what? Now you go win. Obviously, they'll give it to you because of what you go through for South Africa. Meanwhile, you see Nigeria, come do Miss Nigeria before. As they don't reject you for South Africa now, you won't come back to your motherland. Based on say, the controversy, blow your name and all that. I'm not against you, but I'm just stating the obvious. Now, your own now, your coins and take affect people where don't date this country, where don't they do modeling for years. You understand? Girls, young girls, so they don't they prepare for this thing, so whether or not they do this modeling for years, your own go come affect them. Because if they don't give it to you now, South Africans go laugh you, say she could not even win again in Nigeria. Do you understand? She's the loser and all that. They go laugh you, yeah. So the organizers of this thing go won't give this thing to you. I understand that they are trying to compensate you and they are trying to show that, oh, Nigerians, oh yes, we got ourselves. But to be very honest, I don't think you should come to Nigeria to do this your pageantry, because you are trying to spoil other people's chances that have been living in Nigeria, the patriotic Nigerians. Now, you don't even sound as if you don't sound like person where they ever touched this country before. Me, I would just talk them the way it be, right? You don't sound like somebody that have been in this country before. And now, silver bed now, we know how these things they be. We know how these things they be. There's nothing anybody, except if now, maybe if I talk down, I don't go, when I'll change the plan. But the normal script will be for her to win it, so that when I'll tell South Africa and say, do you understand? Fine and good. Normally safe. Why a Nigerian won't go do Miss South African? No, now I'm like taking out sentiments. I don't like what South Africans did to her. Yes, fine and good. But why would a Nigerian go to compete for Miss South Africa? You understand? I mean, I don't know how the modeling thing works, so maybe not so did it work. But imagine a Miss South African being a Nigerian. If not be said the South African self, they no get sense. The person, okay, shall they say they compensate the other girl because the girl not the year old? You understand? Wait, come, let's go back to that place now. So that girl now, that girl go to waka. Miss South Africa! Miss South Africa! Miss South Africa! She cannot hear you. Tapa. Now, I'm not trying to be insensitive, right? I'm not trying to laugh or shame anybody, but it doesn't even make sense. They would have created a Miss category for the physically disabled, like people that don't have hearing, that have hearing issues, or, you know, they would have created their own. But you are bringing her using sentiments to carry other people's crown and give it to her. Well, that's to South Africa. So, Madam Chidimma, to be very honest, I don't think it's fair for you to come to Nigeria and be a miss. Do you understand? All this in our packaging. I don't know whether not the comeback strategy for silver bed, but this is not going to work because this is not fair. It is not fair to other people that have been preparing to come and be Miss Nigeria all this while. All the models that have been working in this country tirelessly, cleaning their skin, working on their body, doing well and all that. You could just come from nowhere, just come now, boom, you can't collect her.
If you have watched up to this moment, please don't forget to like, comment.
So guys, as you can hear, what is his name again? His name, it's a very dark black man, putting his own 2 cents, how he feels about Chidimma going to Nigeria. Asking the question, how would Nigerian again feel that South African is coming to compete, but not specifically talking about Chidimma in general, that how would typical Nigerian feel if a South African were to come and join Miss Nigeria, and something that Nigeria, they would be welcoming that particular person to join the competition, but it doesn't seem like they're not happy. You know, even though he said, I'm not sure how it works, but he's saying, I wouldn't say come here and compete. You can see now Nigerians are divided. Now the script flipped around. You will hear some of the people what they're saying here. Because let me take off my headphone. So you will hear some of the people what they're saying here. And it is funny that when we as South African, we say we want proper representatives from our own country. We have been called Afrophobic, xenophobic. We have been called all these funny names. We have been called all these funny names. We cannot say we want our South African people to represent us. There's so many things that are happening in this country, and we should accept. We can't accept. Look, there's certain things that we can accept. There's certain things that we can't accept. This is one of the things that South Africans were not willing to accept. Now they've been mocking our Miss South Africa. She's white, she's dead, and all these funny names that they're calling her. Now they're telling us who should represent South Africa. To see even a person coming from, guys, I don't want to put that guy's things because let me not call his, let me make not make fun out of him. But there's a guy from America calling South African names. That we chose a white person instead of a black person. It was not about color. Here in South Africa, we've got black people, we've got black South African, we've got white South African, we've got Indian South African, we've got colored South Africans. We have to represent our own people. We don't have Nigerian South Africans. Okay, maybe we have, I don't know, but this one, to be honest, she was not going to represent us. And we should not come here and say we need people who can represent us, who understand our culture, who understand where we come from, who can speak even our own language. Who is she going to represent, guys? We have dealt with that. Let me not dwell on that. Let me move on to the next one.
Accepting the offer 6 days after she voluntarily exited herself from competing for the Miss South Africa pageantry. And I'm like, wow, this is very, very nice. Okay, congratulations, my dear. You have been given the opportunity to come and compete for Miss Universe for Nigeria. But where have you been all this while? So if South Africa did not reject you, you wouldn't have remembered that you are a Nigerian, Abi. You are only coming to compete for Nigeria now. You are only coming to Nigeria now just because you have been rejected by South Africa. Now you know, say that Nigerian you be, Abi. What about a lot of Nigerian ladies that have actually stood their ground, maintained steeze in this country in order for them to get to the top in that competition? Now their dreams are going to be jeopardized just because of pity, just because one lady was rejected by South Africa and then she was given the opportunity to come and compete for Nigeria. When exactly will Nigerians start calling a spade a spade? When exactly will Nigerians start accepting who they are? When exactly will Nigerians start seeing that a lot of these foreign lands don't like us? When exactly will Nigerians start coming back home and be proud of who they are? In the first instance, why exactly do your parents have issues with South Africa concerning, passport and everything? If not that they are trying so hard to be an indigene or an immigrant in a country that don't even like them. And then you, the daughter, have to pay dearly for it. Now they are asking you to come and compete for Nigeria. What about the children that have put in a lot of effort? So their dreams are just going to die like that just because of, we are trying to pity somebody. Anyway, this is just my opinion. Honestly speaking, I don't think she actually deserves to come and compete for Nigeria for Miss Universe. We have a lot of people that are good enough. But then, who am I to say it? If you talk too much now, they will say you are bad belly. It's not the matter of being bad belly. It's just the matter of calling a spade a spade. Was Nigeria not available before you went to go and sneak yourself, like to go and force yourself on South African? Well, anyways.
You can hear, guys. You clearly can hear. It's the same question that we're raising here in South Africa. And Nigerians are raising. I just hope the same people who've been coming and calling South Africans xenophobic, please call them xenophobic too, because it seems that they don't want it to be part of it. They're asking, where were you all this time? Is this the time to remember now you belong to Nigeria? It's questions that I'm having. It's the same exactly questions that we as South African were having. Look, these ladies, I can't blame them. They're having the same questions. But to be honest, guys, let us be honest. If you're a mother and father, please don't do funny things to jeopardize the future of your children. You can see what's going on here. Don't do stupid things to jeopardize the future of your children. Your actions today, 2024, will affect your child 24 to 2030. What you do now will affect your child in years to come. You got to think about that. If you are here in South Africa and you know that the papers that you have, they're fraudulent, go to Home Affairs, take yourself to the police station. Go hand yourself to the police station and tell them what you did. Because I can tell there's so much frauds that are happening in our country. Because even our people want quick money. They're willing to sell anything. This, it's not enough because children are going to suffer. You might get it now. How are you sure the system that the system that we're gonna have in the next 10 years, it won't be the same? Technology changes. The system will pick you up. I saw another video, guys. I'm going to do it on my next video. Let me not talk about it here. But I saw another video. There's so much claims on that video. It could be true, it could not be true. But I'm going to do it on my next video. But you can see, Nigerians are not happy. They're not buying it. They don't want it to be there. They said maybe she could have waited for at least a year to come and compete there. I saw somewhere, they said, this girl, they saying she has never been. The last time she was in Nigeria, it was when she was 3 years old. I don't know how true is that. But somebody very important in this pageant is saying that, is claiming that. On my next video, I'm going to be uploading that video. He is claiming that he spoke to this girl, but he hasn't spoken to he didn't speak to the father. He's saying, she said the mother is South African. But guys, let me not take it to this video because I'm still doing my own investigations and stuff. But on my next video, I'm going to talk about that. But you can see Nigerians that are raising the same question that we raise, but we were labeled xenophobia. Why are these people not, why is this country not labeled xenophobia? Oh, they've got the right to say, they question what's happening. If for them it's about color, if it's about being black, being what and what and what, why can't you just accept that she's black and the father is from Nigeria? Just accept her. The same way you were saying, we hate black people. Why are you hating on your own black people? Guys, let's move on to the next one because there's so many clips here, guys. Let's move to the next one.
It will be difficult for Nigerians to vote for Chidimma because they don't like certain tribes. And so they vote for people based on if they share similar language, tribe, religion, culture, etc. So if you don't fall in that category, this lady was highlighting that it's very difficult.
Funny that Nigerians are always refers to say South Africans as xenophobic when they themselves or we ourselves, we have our own issues to deal with and we refuse to deal with it. Instead, we just decide to run away from our truth or look for who to blame when we should tell ourselves the honest truth. You are saying South Africans are xenophobic because they are trying to protect their land. What about we as Nigerians? Don't we have our own issues? Even during the election, that is when you will see that tribalism is really eating deep in Nigeria. A Nigerian will refuse to vote for a fellow Nigerian just because that person is not from his state or that person is not from his tribe or religion. And then you feel like you have the right to say that South Africans are xenophobic because they are trying to protect their land. And because some Nigerians are going to their land and misbehaving over there and they are finding every means to actually, pursue them. You don't have any right to say they are xenophobic, my dear. Nigerians have a lot of issues to also deal with. We have issues that we are dealing with. Okay, South Africans are xenophobic. Can somebody from Lagos State go and compete for governorship in Kano State? Or can somebody from Abia State compete for, governorship in Lagos State? We also what happened during the last election. Somebody that is actually a Lagosian, but because his mother is not from Lagos, they refused to vote that person in as the governor of Lagos, and they kept on saying that they cannot allow somebody else from another background to come to their land and come and compete and win. They don't want a stranger in their land to rule them as a governor. So what exactly are we saying about this Chidimma situation? If South Africans are saying, okay, we want somebody that actually understands us, we want somebody from our place to actually be the one to represent us, we don't have any right to fault them for that. And the fact that because someone was actually rejected in the country because of, other issues that is related to criminalities, and then we are now opening our arms like this to welcome that person in. Are we trying to say that we actually welcome criminalities in Nigeria? Like, please, let's just be honest with ourselves. It's not as if Nigerians it's not as if we Nigerians are 100% also. We have a lot that we are dealing with. We have tribalism to deal with. We have a lot of things that we are dealing with. So please, people should stop this xenophobic tag on what is the name on South Africa.
Guys, she's speaking the truth. I hope some of these Nigerians came out the time that South Africa has been getting attacked, because let me tell you, our country's image has been slandered. Our country's name has been slandered with propaganda. Some people they've been saying things. They've been reading textbook and books from 1850 something when the whites first came to this country. They've been still reading those books. And they still believe that mentality is still happening today because they're attacking South Africans. They still believe the things they read in 1850 something When the whites first came here, I think 1852 or something like that, 300 years ago. They still believe that mentality is the same mentality that we have right now. They still believe that whatever happened is what's happening now. That's what they're calling us xenophobic. They're calling us all these names. But we will fight for this country, regardless of what you call us. But now you can see the script has been flipped. What are they saying? What are they saying? Can you, the same people, there's another channel, some TV channel that has over 5 million. Where are those ladies now to come and say they welcome her back? We're not saying don't welcome her because she belongs there. Let us be honest, she belongs there. Welcome her. Her father's from there. Represent your father's land. Represent your father's land. Be proud of where you're from. Imagine me go and represent another country, go represent Zimbabwe, go represent Kenya, go represent... I am South African, I'm going to die here, I'm going to represent my country forever. Whatever I do, it's about my country. Period. But it does not mean that we must not love each other. We must love each other. But there's some things that it does not... It's for the people of that land. If you're not from that land, you cannot want to benefit things that you don't qualify for. Things that are meant for the citizen of that country. Now everything must just be handed over to you because you've got this paper document that we don't even know how you got it. And I'm not, look, the investigation is still going on. Even though these are videos I'm going to show you, they're saying the investigation has been, that's what they're saying. On my next video, I'm going to be talking about that. Guys, let me play another one.
Oh, so since then, they've crowned a queen. And that also made the rounds on social, have been making the rounds on social media, because considering the fact that the queen also has French heritage. Her name
exactly. Her name is LaRue or something like that.
Yeah. Mia LaRue and things like that. And you see the color of the skin. I mean, she, of course, deep French roots and all of that. So a lot of people were talking about how you could literally say no to your African sister who has, do you understand, saying she doesn't represent, and then you literally crown this other person, right? An interview actually came out yesterday where the current Miss South Africa spoke about how she thought what happened was totally not like untoward, considering the fact that, I mean, we're talking about inclusion, especially in the Miss Universe competition, and this is you literally trying to exclude someone based on the fact that you don't feel that they fully represent a nationality that they have a passport to, and all of that. Anyways, the update now is that she was sent an invitation to represent, to come participate at the Miss Universe Nigeria competition. She has accepted the invitation, and she's here as the 25th contestant for the competition. So,
okay, so it is, as you said, as we said before, full circle now.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if I wanted to clarify if the Miss Universe South Africa pageant were the ones that asked her to step aside, or she was the one that decided to step aside.
She decided to step aside.
Okay, so based on this social media pressure, right? She decided to go against something she had planned for, probably spent a lot of money to prepare for. Her parents supported her with. She wanted to go on a world stage and represent their country. And she had to, you know, pull away because of the pressure on social media. I feel it was extremely unfair for anyone, not even just because of the fact that she's Nigerian, but anyone being pressured to pull away from something that was probably her dream.
Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Now, speaking about that dream, I think the question here, which I actually like to hear from Mary, is should she have waited a year? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, the fact that she's changing so soon, I mean, the whole mental stress she may have gone through over the past months. Should she have waited a year? Should she have accepted the invitation to come to Nigeria? Can she really represent Nigeria, since she had that option of choosing South Africa or Nigeria initially, but decided to choose South Africa as the platform she wanted to go for in the national pageant with? So that's the question right now. So Mary, what do you think about that?
I know you're throwing that question to me deliberately, and so the thing is, I have my reservations about everything that is happening.
You can see,
Major
guys, they're not happy.
reservations
Look
as
at
a
her
matter of
face.
fact, because
She's not
on
happy
the one
that she's
hand,
competing on
just
Nigeria.
as I stated
It's the same
yesterday,
people they're calling South Africa
several
xenophobic,
ladies
but
have
look at
been
them.
prepping for this. Thankfully, both of you were once pageant contestants, and so you know, putting in so much money, effort, time, and then you guys have been selected as the top 24. The pageant is about to happen, and then somebody is brought in on a, or should I call it an honorary note, with the likelihood of that person winning, because really she has an edge over them. She's been able to gain a lot more experience from participating in the South African pageant. Besides that, we know of all the buzz around it, so there might be a bit of preference given to her on certain...
If there's public voting, for instance, right now,
if there's public voting, she's already the winner.
She's already
so from that angle, I had my reservations, because I was thinking of the emotional and psychological effects it will have on the other ladies involved. Now, talking about the other ladies and talking about pageantry, I want to believe that they will probably be given some kind of therapy to understand that, look, we're not bringing this girl in to affect your confidence or to say you guys are not good enough. It's just so as to encourage her, considering what she's just experienced.
Yes.
Because not all of them are going to see it that way.
Yes.
They're just going to see it as, oh, you're trying to impose someone on us, because the edge is already for her.
So now this is...
Guys, as you can hear, they're not happy. They're not happy. They still have issues that South Africa has crowned a white person. And I don't know how many times should I come here and say, in South Africa, it's not only black people are living in this country. It's not, we've got colored South African, white South African, black South African, Indian South African. All of these forests need to participate in everything that we do. Sports, beauty pageant, anything. All of us who must participate. But it does not mean that South Africa must open doors for everybody. It does not mean that we must open doors for everybody. Wherever you're coming from, South Africa must be the one who collect everybody. You called us xenophobic. I don't know what it is. You can see through their faces. They're not happy. They're not happy that their home girl, she's coming back home to compete with the rest of other contestants. They're not happy that their home girl, she's coming back to take part with the rest of other contestants. Should she be part of this? They said for them it's about color. It's not about you were born there. It's not about your citizenship. They said she had dual citizenship, and the father is coming from there. So please let her compete. That's where she belongs. Let her compete. Let her compete. Guys, let me switch on this camera. Let me start again, this camera again, because I can see my camera is about to die. Let me see if I can operate it from my phone. I don't want to stand up, guys. Let's see. Ooh, just hold on, guys. Oh, I can get inside. Let me press. Come on. Oh, okay, I can't get inside. Okay, let me just go stop it there, guys. It seems like I can't get inside. It's recording. Okay, maybe I'll get inside once it's done. Yes, guys, I'm back. So, guys, let me move on to the next one, because you can see that they're still angry that South Africa has crowned a white lady. They're angry that we've crowned a white lady. And let me tell you, South African, we are behind them. They can call her names, they can do all these things. We're behind her, we'll support her because she's one of us. Do we as South African have our differences? 100% we've got our differences. Are we going to bring those differences here? It's nothing to do, whatever differences that we have, it has nothing to do with this. There's so many things that we here in South Africa are still fighting for. But we cannot bring those matters here. And I'm not going to bring them here. It has nothing to do with these things. This is about the representation of our people. They're saying she's from France. We are supposed to take a black Nigerian. But she's not, like, we believed that she was not from our country. And Home Affairs now still doing the investigation. Let's give Home Affairs a chance to complete the investigation. Look, you have a right to question things that you don't understand. Because of color, now we must not question it. Do you know how many things are happening in this country? We're not going to keep quiet. We're going to fight for this country. This country is our country. You like it or you don't like it. If you don't like it, get out. If you don't like, just get out and leave us alone. If you want to believe that we're xenophobic, continue with that mindset of yours. We don't care. And we're not saying black people must not come to this country. Don't get us wrong. We're just saying we don't want illegal people in this country. We don't want people who come to our country to sell drugs. We don't want people who come to our country to abuse women. We don't want people who come to our country to commit fraud. We don't want people coming to our country and do criminal activities. We say come to our country proper. Respect our law. Respect everything that comes out of this country. Don't bring your nonsense from wherever you came from. You think you bring it here. Because we're not going to tolerate nonsense. We don't tolerate nonsense. And we're not saying we don't welcome black people. We are black people. We should be together. But you must gotta understand that don't come and apply the law of black people. Just because you're a black person, now you must not go through the process of how you should be going through for you in order to get in this country. You must do fraud, you must accept just because you're a black person. We don't give a shit about that. We will hold you accountable. That's why we don't grow, because we don't want to hold each other accountable. Our countries are not growing because we don't want to hold each other accountable. We believe money can buy everything. You can just buy papers. You can just buy in. No, not everything can be bought. Not everything must be bought. Every country has different laws. Let's just respect those laws. The laws, look, if there's one country, guys, that has never given us a problem. Maybe they have, but I've never heard of Kenya. One country in Africa that has never given as problem. Another one could be Tanzania. I've never heard Kenyans that they say Kenyans have done this to South Africa, or South Africans have done this to Kenyan. Maybe it's there, maybe I don't know. Please correct me. But there's nothing. There's nothing. That's why, I will always support the Kenyans. And people will not understand, why do you always support the Kenyans? Because Kenyans have got another country I almost forgot. It's Senegal. The Senegalese, when they come to this country, they work hard. I've never heard a Senegalese, they say they scam anybody. I've never heard they say a Senegalese stole money from somebody in this country. I've heard so many things about so many countries. Even our next, I've heard so many things. But I've never heard these two countries, Senegal and Kenya. I wish the rest of Africa can look at these two countries and say, why is these countries, when they go there, they don't cause problems? Why are the Kenyans and the Senegalese coming to this country not causing problems? And I'm not saying they don't have issues. There might be issues. There might be 1, 2, 3. I mean, you're bound to have issues when you have people coming. Even ourselves in South Africa, we've got our own problems. Do we need more problems? We don't need more problems. We have our own problems ourselves. We sort our own problem. And we do that, we are called names. We are tired of your nonsense. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next one. Yes, this one. Okay, let me play this one. This one.
So, I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of posts from other countries talking about Nigerians, saying negative things about Nigerians, especially South Africans. Well, everybody is entitled to their opinion, and their opinion does not change who we are as Nigerians. And this is all I have to say. You can think whatever you want to think about Nigerians, but this is who we are. We are strong people. We are intelligent people. We are hardworking. We don't sit down and wait for the government or people to feed us. We get up, we put in the work. Wherever we find ourselves, we thrive. We are resourceful, we are beautiful. We are not called the giant of Africa for nothing. We are actually giants. We walk into a room and our presence is felt. We carry this aura around us. We are kings, we are queens, we dominate. We are innovative, we are smart, we are intelligent. We are everything good and beautiful, irrespective of whatever you think about us. So, it doesn't matter what you say or what you think. You can never, ever bring us down. We are kind people. We are welcoming. You may think we're loud, but we're proud of ourselves. We shrink for nobody. The fact that you can't beat your chest that I am from so place, the fact that you cannot hype yourself, it doesn't mean we should dim our lights. For you, it's not possible. It's not. A lot of other countries be like, Nigerians are in our place, taking this, taking that, doing this, doing that. Do you know how many foreigners are in Nigeria? A lot of them. And we take good care of them. You would never hear that, oh, Nigerians are attacking foreigners or certain people. No. We embrace foreigners. We welcome them. We make them feel comfortable. That is how nice we are. That is how good we are. That is the Nigeria I know, and not the one you all portray here on social media. The fact that, go and do your findings, the fact that a Nigerian brought TikTok to Africa and you guys are still using the same TikTok to defame us. It's funny. You can say what you want to say about Nigerians, but you can't take our crown from us. You can't take the fact that we're great people with sound mind. No, you can't. So enjoy the banter.
Guys, I don't want to lie. Until Nigeria accept the problem that they have, we don't hate you guys. Until you accept the problem that you have, nothing will change. Look yourself into the mirror and say, are the people just attacking us? Let us be honest. Which country in the world says we welcome Nigerians and Nigerians are contributing in our country? Give me one country in the world that says now, if you're from that country, comment below. Comment below and tell me I'm from this country. We welcome you, they're contributing to our country. And I'm not saying, don't get it wrong, I'm not saying there are no good people in Nigeria. There are good people. But the bad people are spoiling for everyone. The name, when you think Nigeria, let us be honest, when you think Nigeria, what do you think in your head? The first things I think of, Yahoo boys, drug dealers, hush puppy, fraud. If you can ask me, what is that Nigeria is known of? For example, guys, they went to the Olympics. They got 0. At the Olympics, they got nothing. 0 medals. I think in the past 20 years or the past, I don't know how many years, or 12 years, they got nothing. Zero in the history of even on the Olympics. They say they are the best. They know this. They know. I know I'm bringing things that are not supposed to be part of this. They got zero medal. They're busy. The people are busy. Are scamming. Americans are scamming people from the. Do you know how many people in America, in the UK, all people they've been scammed their pensions. Companies have been scammed. This is the truth. And we're not supposed to talk about this because these are our African brothers. Until you accept that Nigeria has problem, you are not going to go in. I'm not trying to attack Nigerians. I love my Nigerian friends. But the truth must be told. And the truth you don't want. You have people like this one who comes in and try to fool the world, trying to attack and defame South Africa, trying to say whatever they want to say, that South Africa that. We are tired of your nonsense. My wish is that change how you do things, change how you move. Change. We will welcome you. We've been with you for how many years? Guys, I'm not lying. And I'm sure even my Nigerian friends, if they're watching this, they're going to say, hey, what did this boy drink now? Does he hate me? I don't hate my friends. Because if you were my friends committing crime, you wouldn't be my friend. If I know that you're committing crime, you won't be my friend. Period. So the Nigerians friends that I have, and I know they're not committing crime. Until they prove me otherwise. But all my Nigerian friends that I know, the people that I know, the people even I know even in Kenya, the people even I know in Senegal, even the people I know from Zimbabwe. Guys, for me to come and say this, because you know what, I've got friends everywhere. It's very difficult to come here and try to defend my country, because sometimes it can come as like, it is what they're busy calling us. I don't want to lie to you. It's frustrating to see your country, to see people smoking nyahupe, smoking drugs, becoming zombies. You walk in town, you see a young person, you see a mother. There's one lady that every time I walk around town, it breaks my heart. And you know why this person is because of drugs. Where are the drugs coming from? And I'm not saying they're only being brought in this country by Nigerian only. They've been brought by other people. And they've been doing the good job of hiding it. We don't even know who are they. The Nigerians have been doing it in front of our faces. Unfortunately, we're going to attack the people that we see that are doing it in front of our faces. We're not going to keep quiet. Other people have been doing it. I'm not going to sit and claim that Nigerians are the only one bringing drugs. That will be not the correct statement. There's other countries are doing that, but they've been hiding. We don't see it. That's why we're saying, if you know anybody doing all this nonsense, you got to report it. Comment below. There's a lot. I'm sure even intelligence now, I'm sure we're on the higher alert. Intelligence are watching our videos. Whatever we say, whatever we do. So comment it and say, I know this person who's selling drugs. I know this person who's doing this. Comment below here. Comment. Guys, let's move it to the next one.
And I say this with great excitement because I have decided to participate in the Miss Universe Nigeria 2024 beauty pageant. Now, I understand the expectations and responsibilities that come with this title, and I am so excited to embark on this journey. And I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. And I'm looking forward to participating in Africa's most prestigious beauty pageant, Miss Universe Nigeria.
Well, now there's an issue coming from Nigeria now. Understand? The issue is that, okay, they don't reject you for South Africa now.
We don't accept it.
You don't come back to Nigeria. Go and call, they collect our own beauty pageant. Like waiting very...
So to me, inviting her is not a bad thing. For she accepting is not a bad thing. But for them giving her the beauty pageant because of compensation, I mean, I don't go by the idea. So if she win, what they give her? If she no win, what they give who win the winner? Okay. But waiting just there, they say, even though she can't win now, then some Nigeria like very dark man now, because he say they compensate.
Very dark man, you.
Hmm?
And you too.
Okay, I no like me.
Very dark man and you.
No, I didn't say that. You don't say I'm me. Do you know why I say you don't say I'm me?
You don't bring the old talk. You don't repeat them already.
No, not be say I dey repeat them, but now common sense wey be say you will not be say.
Why are you repeating talk when you are the same vein? You talk say may they give the actual winner, whether she win or she no win. Whether they should give the person the actual winner that merit it. Yeah. And at the same vein, you dey talk say may be say they call the compensate am.
Yes.
I said the two things are you dey talk and you dey bring them forward at the same time. Pick one.
I no be pick one. Why you no be pick one? Matter you why.
That's to say
no matter you why you be pick one.
Now you now bring this controversy enter this miss.
Okay.
This controversy you now don't dey carry enter so you now don't dey carry enter.
No be say
first of all, make una know the history of Chidimma, of how Chidimma became one of the contestants of Miss South Africa, and how she became the finalist among the finalists of who they will pick. Okay. For her to be there among the finalists, you know, she actually merited it.
In that country.
Yes, in that country.
In that country.
Yes, then you now go understand why the controversy start.
We understand.
How it start? You don't know.
How?
You don't know how it start.
Okay.
Chidimma controversy start when she started hanging out with Nigeria Igbo people. They go meet them to happy with them. And you know Chidimma was married to a Nigerian.
Okay,
I
didn't know.
For divorce.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Divorce. And again, we should also learn, we should also check how Chidimma take get to where it is. So.
Okay.
Chidimma was an infant. She knew nothing.
We know.
Infant, she knew nothing.
Yeah, I know.
That's that. Basically, she not even know say our mother did a fraud.
I know.
She grew up as a South African. Her mother possibly tell us, oh, your boy is from Nigeria, all those kind of things. But she grew up as a South African.
So she believed that South Africa be a place.
That South Africa be a place. But she tried to keep her roots to Nigeria by always being around Nigerians. She's trying in that whole part. You must not go to your country for you to feel among.
No, don't get me wrong.
Let me finish my conversation.
Okay.
I'm just saying, before Nigerians now made their fair come together to support Chidimma, say come to our country, come, we will accept you. Now Chidimma is coming. The same Nigeria now, come they get double mind again. They say, hey, you don't they come because they will tell you something you come.
No, me and you send.
Yes, you send invitation to person. Somebody is coming. Now, the same we that supported Chidimma, we are not saying, they send you invitation now, you don't they come, Abi? Now you want to go collect people chance, Abi?
No.
What kind of double mind is that?
No be double mind.
If we start thinking like that, South Africa are way more better than us.
No, don't get me wrong.
Because this is our own person now.
Wait, no get me
wrong. And we want to drive by. We after giving her invitation.
We know they drive anybody away.
So what did I say?
I don't know where the very dark mind energy they come from. But me, I dey talk and based on the way I sound. Let me explain myself. The way I sound is say, I know say why she come. I know say why she perform. I know say why she content.
Okay.
But the point wey very dark man make.
Which point?
Based on no be say they will give her the winner even though she no win. I never think am before. Very dark man say it now. Say they know say obviously he know say even though she know we don't want compensate her.
That is how controversy is.
That's why.
Okay, where your own come from?
That's what I'm saying.
You don't understand where your own they come from.
Now yeah, they tell you now.
Where
I say
come from?
Me, I no good think go that aspect.
Yes, you're all coming from now.
But based on what this very type man talk now, if the judge, based on the point very that man make, if the judge want to judge based on say because say they disappoint her somewhere.
How can you sit down here and automatically think the judges of that of the beauty pageant are incompetent?
I'm saying based on what very that man said.
Talk your own.
I'm not. You play very dark man. I the romance very dark man matter.
Why you romancing it? Talk your own. Now your own I want here.
If Chidimma is a winner, good and fine.
But how can
No,
how can you sit down here automatically
I said one thing
that the judges at that beauty pageant will give it to Chidimma?
I didn't say that.
That's to say, even if Chidimma merit am, you people will still think they give it to her out of compensation.
Don't tag me.
And you don't forget, this girl read the finalist for South Africa.
We know. I know.
Somebody to reach the finalist in South Africa, you should also have the back of your mind is that girl merited to even win. That girl was almost becoming the winner. They have to remove her because she's the black to put the white there.
I know this thing you are saying.
So why are you now? I play very dark man, not because of you to follow very dark man.
I know follow.
It's because of follow your own mind.
I know.
But now you ended up saying you are romancing very dark man.
I know follow very dark man.
Okay, which one you follow?
Chidimma, if Chidimma win, I will be happy. And if Chidimma win, I no go one day think and say she deserve am or she no deserve am. I already talk based on what this guy talk out. If Chidimma be good and fine, no be we invite am, and when I go yesterday, we go invite am, I was very happy. So it means say if we say we no support her, that time they invite am, but they thought say Nigerian people dey here, na no give them, na they invite no, we invited her. Thank God she accept the invitation. Now I never want them on my own since this yesterday.
So guys, I'm gonna cut this conversation here because they are talking for a very long time, but you can see they're saying they chased Chidimma because they wanted to put a white woman, for the white woman to win because she was very close of winning. Guys, if you have seen Miss South Africa, you know the competition is not easy. The girls were there, and I don't even see her standing against even the Miss South Africa that we have. There was no chance. I don't see how she was going to compete with her. But for them, it's that she was chased because they wanted a white woman to win. This is South Africa, guys. You got to understand our country is not the same as your country. If you people can understand that South Africa is not the same as your country. South Africa is not the same as your country. You must understand that. You won't have this man. You must stop. The problem is they're watching videos and reading textbooks and reading old textbook, old informations. There's nothing of up to date that they're reading. They still have that mentality of Jan van Riebeeck. That's the mentality they have. And we must sit and entertain things like that. You can see they're not happy. Then look, he's trying. They're trying their level best to say they're happy that she's there. They're not happy. You can see the pictures said it all. The conversation said it. They're not happy, but they must look like they're happy. They're not happy. Are they xenophobic, or do they have the right to question that she might be given that Miss Universe Nigeria? Because that's what they're having. What they're saying now in the street is that she will be given just to compensate of the loss that happened in South Africa. It's a warning to the rest of the world. This is not a country to play around with. We will question everything. If things are in our faces, we'll question. There probably is going to be things that we're not going to question, that we might not even see it. That happens to every country. That's why there are people committing crime. Every country who speaks, somebody's committing crime. But that person is not being caught. It does not make South Africa to be special. As we speak, there are people now committing crime. They're hiding. So let's move to the next one. This one is a fool, guys. Let me move to this one.
You will think that South Africans are quiet about Vanessa as they chase her out of Miss South Africa. I thought that chasing her out of Miss South Africa is what is best for South Africa. And then after they have chased her out, they will stop disturbing her and they will let her rest. And they will let Nigerians rest. That's what everybody was expecting. But guess what? South Africans did a boom out. They are still interested in Chidimma Vanessa. Their eyes are on her. You have choose your white Miss South Africa. White woman that cannot talk, that cannot speak. They ask her questions. She will be smiling like mumu where they touch her for breast. No, mumu where they touch her for. Yeah, that's how she'll be smiling. A whole miss of a country. They touch her. She doesn't even know anything. We thought that you people would be contented. You say you are happy with her. And we said, okay, carry her and go. It's none of our business. Take her and be with her and enjoy her and be happy with her. But yet, do. It's not enough. South Africans are still they are still getting involved in Chidimma's case. They are still trying to infiltrate Nigeria, to check what Chidimma is doing in Nigeria, to check if Nigerians are supporting Chidimma or not. If Nigeria are also rejecting Chidimma the way they rejected her in South Africa, wait till be una own. What is your own South Africa? Why can't you just mind your business? You people said we should mind our business. As Nigerians, as Africans, we should not care about your Miss South Africa issues. Oh, we understood and we mind our business. You said Chidimma is not a South African. You chase her out and say she should go and participate in Nigeria where she belongs. Nigeria being so generous, so kind and so good, they invited Chidimma Vanessa and said, okay, come Chidimma and perform in Miss Universe Nigeria. Now, South Africans, you don't want to stay quiet. You want to get involved. What is there for you now? What is your own business? Why are South Africans still interested in Chidimma's case in Miss Universe Nigeria? Why are you people still interested? You think that she will be a failure the way you intended her to be? No, unfortunately for you, it's not. To start laughing and say, we told you, even Nigerians will not accept her. Even Nigerians will not accept her. That's what is currently going on. But I'm laughing at South Africans because in the end, I said it before, they are the ones to lose. They have already lost a great talent because that your Miss South Africa that you choose, she has no space in Miss Universe, in Miss World. Once she enter Miss World, first round, they will kick her out. She will be out. That one can't even talk, can't even understand. What does she even represent for South Africa? I mean, she's a perfect Miss South Africa anyway because she represents Mumu. You understand? She's a perfect description of South African mentality, a perfect description of Mumu people. People who know they think, people who know the reason. She's a perfect description of that. Yes, I agree. She's the perfect Miss South Africa. She is. But you've let Chidimma Vanessa go. Let her go. Those of you praying that Nigeria will reject her, you are making a big mistake. Because Miss Universe Nigeria will not accept her to come and participate. And few individuals who have low self-esteem, who are complaining about her participation, will give you the audacity to start saying that Nigeria is rejecting Chidimma Vanessa, which will never happen. Nigeria will never reject her. Nigeria will always welcome her. Nigeria will always give her the platform. Nigeria will always encourage this lady to be an amazing lady, to go and pursue talent. You understand? So all those South Africans who are saying that she's being rejected in Nigeria, you have to think again. You're just wasting your time. There is absolutely no rejection of Chidimma Vanessa in Miss Universe Nigeria. It's true that a few people are uncomfortable. It's true that a few people are reacting. Few people are asking, okay, now, what if South Africans now start saying that, oh, she's a South African, which is true. Some South Africans now have started claiming that she's a South African. So now they want to play the game back on Nigeria. They want to now say a South African is contesting in Miss Nigeria. You understand? So that at the end they will now say a South African won. She won because she's from South Africa. She won because she's well raised and well trained in South Africa. She won. You understand the game South Africans want to play, right?
So guys, this is the type of disrespect that we're getting from these people. Calling Miss South Africa stupid, calling Miss South Africa, all these funny names they have. I'm looking for my shoes, guys. Yeah, but calling South Africans all these funny names. And we as South Africans, we're supposed to sit and do nothing and not respond. But we understand some of these people are just hooligans. We understand these people are just hooligans, but we will not stop fighting for this country. We are not going to be told by Nigerians how to run our country. Tomorrow, they'll be saying, the president of South Africa coming from Nigeria. We are not. Guys, let's move on this video. We're about to finish up the video. Let's see, there's 2 clips that I still want to play. two last ones. These are South African clips, guys. Let's listen to what our homeboy is saying.
Hey guys, today is a good day. Last night they announced that Chidimma is going to be representing South Africa at Miss Nigeria. And as a whole country, we are behind you, Chidimma. Go there and win. Show them what you are made of. Show them what South Africans are made of. No DNA, just RSA, Chidimma. No DNA, just RSA. And I'd also like to add to you Nigerians, you better not be xenophobic or Afrophobic. Let the South African girl compete. Let her compete. Oh, yes. Oh, Chidimma, we are proud of you as a country. We are behind you. We are in full support. I am so happy, man. I've never been this happy, man. Chidimma, behind you, you have our support, you know what I mean? Show them what it is to be a South African. No DNA, just RSA. Chidimma for Miss Nigeria on behalf of South Africa. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're saying, allow her to come and compete because you've been fighting for her. You're saying she's one of your own. She's Nigerian. Don't have problem. Why are you having problem? Allow her to come and compete. Allow it to go and compete. Guys, I want to make this video not too long. Let's move it to the last clip that I want to play. It's also, this one, it's not in English, guys. So, okay, I'll try to explain to you what she means.
Sanibona guys. Yazi ngibhizi nyana man, sorry ukuniphazamisa man, ngiyazi nani ni busy. Kodwa khona into ngifuna ukuthi si address lana man guys. As in it's a problem, serious yazi. No, abosisi bethu balana eMzansi bathengisa ngecountry man. Bathengisa ngecountry. Mina ngifuna ukwazi nje ukuthi kuza kanjani ithengisa ngecountry kabuhlungu kanje. I just saw a video now of omunye umama othenjiswe 1,000 rand yokuthi ashade le out le yangaphandle. Kodwa uthole i70 rand. Even if they had given her that full amount, 1,000 rand, I need cheap man. I need cheap as in isifaka enkingeni. Nisifaka enkingeni ngoba yini enikhala kakhulu. Yini enikhala kakhulu ngochichi. Kanti abosester benu bajola nabo for imali, babashade for imali and I'm not saying everyone, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everyone does that. But the majority of our sisters are not thengisa ngathi man. Ngithengisa ngathi for 1,000 rand ungazothengisa South African citizenship. Nge 1,000 rand. I need cheap man shim. Need cheap. And it is very disappointing because now sizama ukufix country nina nyabheda la. Nihlezi nibheda, the majority of us. I thina sonke but the majority of us nithengisa ngama country. Yikho basikhuluma kanje. Yikho basi-abuse kanje ngoba nithengisa ngecountry nina. Imagine uyoshada umuntu ongaphandle ongakwazi nokwazi awumazi nokumazi for 1,000 rand. Ezophela khona manje emabhiyeni. Ladies, man, we can do better man. Asingabi that desperate. No, asingabi that desperate. So anyway, sorry to waste your guys' time or to bug you. Ni busy. I know it's a Monday and a song is akenike ukuthengisa ngeCountry yethu nina ayisuka asincengi futhi for sec.
Yeah, so guys, for my international audience, some of the things that you didn't hear there, I know I don't just only have South African subscribers, and yeah, so basically what she's saying is that she's telling our South African ladies to stop selling our country because it seems like they're selling our country through these fake marriages they're doing. Somebody get married for like 100. This lady was promised about about $100 just to get married. You're promised $100 just to get married. To do fake marriage so that person can have ID. And she was actually, after they've agreed on that $100, she was given about $4. She was given about $4 just to go sign at Home Affairs to say we are married. So this person can have the identity of South Africa, can have the ID, the green card that they're looking for. They just bought it 1,000 rand. There's so many cases, guys, that we're saying to our sisters, you are selling our country. Stop the nonsense. You come back and cry to us. Now we must come and defend you. We must come and defend our country because you are selling our country. I don't understand. What's wrong with some of these women? Where are your brains? Do you know that you can do many things? I mean, you are married to that guy. They take this name, they go put your name in trouble. You literally become one thing when you're married. But this our South African ladies, I don't understand. I see these foreigners coming and commit crime, but some of this crime is because you are allowing them to come and do crime. Even Home Affairs, I understand these people are coming to buy papers, buying our IDs. Is the people who also work there are also responsible for this. It's not just only one-sided. We must never look at it as like it's one-sided. They cannot buy something if it's not for sale. It's because we're putting it for sale. That's why they're buying it. We are putting it for sale. That's why they're buying it. There's nothing you can buy. If us as South African, we can say no crime, no fraud, no all this nonsense. Put your country first. Stop selling our country. Stop selling our country. Oh man, we're tired of these ladies, man. How many times must we come here? They all cry. And please, don't come and cry to us. There's many of them who must, now we're going to start telling you nonsense. Nonsense, Lynn. Oh, my God. Who must come here and defend you? I've seen another one crying. Crocodile tears. Some of them, they even don't come here and play around with people's emotions. Don't come with even your fake stuff and lie to us. I've seen another one, TikTok. She looks like she's lying. When we are here, we're fighting for the real thing. Here you're coming and lie. Crying crocodile tears. Making as other people that are lying too. Guys, I don't want to make this video long. Guys, my name is Hlulani, the Tsonga from South Africa. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. More videos are coming, guys. It's not easy to create this content, guys. It's not easy. But just, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you on my next video, guys. I love you, man. Mwah. Peace. Let me start editing this video so I can post it. I hope I can post it today. Mwah. I love you, guys. Sharp.